Hi, this is Bob Frazier, and I want to talk to you for a minute about the upcoming Places of Refuge conference we're having August 30th through September 1st. I really feel like this is going to be a key time for us. We're seeing, huge disruptions in the weather patterns, and I just have a gut feel that's going to continue. We have some prophetic words that have come forth about weather and about other things that we're going to have these folks share. And I believe that one of God's strategies is the places of refuge. Now, for years we've talked about places of refuge as cities of refuge or cities of habitation, and there's been some confusion about what these things are. And I want to just make a statement about these places of refuge, that the places of refuge are what I call the cities of God. And this is a concept that I've taught for years out of the book of Nehemiah. And in Nehemiah's day, the city of Jerusalem was a pile of rubble, but there was a temple on top. And there was no city of God. In other words, there was the only activity of God was in the temple. And it is a picture of the church today, in my view. We're seeing activity of God, meaning you can go to church today, you can encounter God, you can meet God, but the city of God, God's activity outside of the arena of church really doesn't, we just don't have faith for it. We don't see it happening a lot. The God in the seven spheres, this kind of thing. And it's like the times of Nehemiah. And so we've been telling people to build the city of God, or the kingdom of God, which is God in all the arenas of life. And here's the statement I want to make, that the places of refuge, the cities of refuge, are the cities of God. There is really no distinction. That if you're going to build a city of refuge, it is a place where there's simply, let's call it three dimensions of activity. The first is prayer and spiritual activity, where there's prayer happening. The second is community, where there's community happening and people doing life together. And the third is economic activity. Now, I'm familiar with many ministries, especially in the prayer movement, houses of prayer ministries and others, that are building these houses of prayer across the nation and across the nations of the earth, but are struggling with finances and basically, momentum. And one of the keys to building successful prayer movement, in my view, is economic activity. If there's no economic activity, you really don't have a city. You don't have a city of God. You don't have staying power and resources. And so economic activity is a key. One of the most successful missions movements in all of history was the Franciscans, who basically built missions all across America, the North and South America, during the 1500s, 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, and discipled, today, 1 billion Catholics. And they built, it was a prayer movement. These monasteries they built, these missions bases were prayer. They built a strong community and a little city around them, if you will, and they had economic activity. They also did education. But without economic activity, there's simply no staying power. People have to leave. They can't take care of their families, this kind of thing. So I've been feeling like it's time to help these ministries become places of refuge, if you will, and build economic activity. My background is business, and it's just been becoming clear to me and the people, our team here in Kansas City, as well as our extended team, David Lee and those helping me in California. We've been feeling like it's real clear to start to build economic activity and build templates of economic activity for these houses of prayer and these prayer ministries, to build these three dimensions of prayer, but also community, but also economic activity. And so we're going to be rolling out three templates and three areas of economic activity that we believe are practical, that fit this time in history, that fit the prayer ministries. And it's very simple models, and I'm not going to go into great detail right now, but the first is simply running retail businesses that bring the kingdom, coffee shops, hair salons, these kind of things that will actually minister to people but create economic value. The second is urban farming. There's just a lot of energy on urban farming, a lot of people building these kind of urban farming models, and we've got some key people coming who are going to share on these models. And the third is a business incubator, helping start businesses and finance businesses. And here's the interesting thing about all these three models is they are functioning today at various places in the earth. And so we're bringing these people together and going to be sharing some of these models. And so I just want to issue a call for anyone who is just feeling this season of building places of refuge, and especially the House of Prayer leaders or people connected to houses of prayer, to build an economic reality. I just believe it's time, and I believe the Lord is giving us wisdom on what the next steps are. So come August 30th through September 1st if you're able. God bless.